Well, friends, the last episode was August 20th, according to this. So, yeah, it's been about a month and a half, 2 months. This is Battletech of the Endosteel, Season 4, Episode 6, 3045, and will probably be the second to last 3045 episode, maybe. Although at the rate we're doing episodes, that means we'll get 3046 sometime in the new year. Battletech Blades of Honor is out now. It's a hot property. You may want to check it out.
They're blades and they're honorable.
We'll see. They definitely have blades. We'll see how honorable they are.
Your NPC game is on point in that.
Oh,
in that
that's
campaign.
right. You watch it. Yeah, thank you. Who's the guy from the latest episode, Mr. Motoshido or something like that?
The guy with the brother who just laughs. He's no, he's not a chef. He just laughs.
Yeah,
I love it. Sorry. Anyways,
that character is trying to bring big nepotism energy to the board, and everyone was there for it. And hey, we also have Battletech Gentlemen of the List, which is a new show which will be set in the same universe as Oath of Endosteel and Blades of Honor, which will take place in the year 3029-ish in the Magistracy of Canopus. It will not be on my channel. It will be on Ticking Time Bob's channel once a month.
Hell yeah.
So you can catch it live October the 14th. It'll be Sundays at 10:30 p.m. Eastern, which is quite late.
So it's like, is Gentlemen's of the List something kind of like, the King's Chosen Men kind of thing? Like, are we doing some kind of Sharps Rifles?
It's more, well, it's a little Sharps Rifles. It's supposed to be the Napoleonic dating game of Battletech officers. They'll be playing. They'll be playing the Magistracy of Canopus version of Lieutenant Junior grades, being sent off to the first war in hundreds of years.
In their freshly minted Shadowhawks that were donated.
Shadowhawks.
That's all they got, man. That's all they got.
We have their mech list, and if you want to learn more, you'll have to watch the last episode of the intro hour. But they need to get their dating game together because the Magistracy of Canopus is a matriarchal society, and if they want to advance, they need to marry a nice noblewoman. So we're combining their Pendragon roots with the already Pendragonial Oath of Endosteel roots.
The already Pendragony.
You know, I'm about to Pendragon these nuts.
Wow.
Come on.
Wow.
Show some respect.
Oh, man. We're starting off hot, y'all.
Show some respect.
I just want to remind you, this first off, that joke, EricVulgaris is actually responsible for it because this entire show would never have existed if Eric didn't show up to me. Eric showed up to me one day and was like, "Oh, have you ever heard of Mechdragon? It's what happens when you take Battletech and combine it with Pendragon." And then he showed it to me, and it was the opposite of what I thought it was. It was Pendragon with mechs, and I was like, "Okay, Eric, but what if we did Battletech with Pendragon instead? What if it was about the mechs instead of the knights?" And that's how we got this show. And without this show, I never would have made the Pendragon D's nuts joke. So really,
whose fault is it really?
So
if you think about it,
you have to respect yourself more, Eric, is all I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I take the L on that one. My bad. You're right. That logic is pretty independent. That's pretty. Oh,
Look,
man.
Let's be real. You're the knight falling on the sword.
Wow. More dick jokes is what we really needed for this show. Look, we're coming back into this slowly because, again, it has been 2 months since we played, and no one except me remembered what we were doing last time. Okay.
Please.
I remembered, but I apparently remembered wrong because I thought we were losing.
You thought you were about to lose, but in fact, you're about to win. All right, so you were about to go to the training session where you would all be checked out as Mechwarrior trainees and get your official licensing. Instead, on the route there are anti-corporate union demonstrations along the path. The Garuda Pass, which leads from Rheincolt City into the Heroican Heartlands, is being wedged closed by a unit of rioters. And if they manage to get their way past you and into the Heartlands, they will be able to burn, destroy, or otherwise hinder the production of goods and services, destroying the breadbasket of the planet, which is their stated goal. You have got a motherfucking commando trying to make a burst past you. He's got one structure left inside of his tiny, tiny commando body.
And we don't play with force withdrawals, so.
I mean, even if we did play with force withdrawals, he's a fanatic. He's followed by a Wasp, and of course the DVS-2 Devastator, which was definitely stolen, and has so far, I believe, failed pretty much every shot.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, could we turn on?
Super lucky.
Could we turn on like the locks? You know, like if you steal a grocery cart, I wouldn't know, but if you stole a grocery cart or like a Target cart, how the wheels lock? Is there like a equivalent to a wheels lock Target cart to a stolen mech?
No.
Okay. Yeah, fair enough.
Well, we should.
I'm trying to.
Let me ask you a question.
How many orbital strikes do we have?
Would you be comfortable being in a mech that had that sort of remote control capability that could be used against you in a hacking attempt?
You're right. I've seen Pacific Rim.
Yes.
Okay. 2. I've seen Pacific Rim 2.
Whoa.
I've been playing a lot of Hearts of Iron 4, so I have to tell you, this is a pretty Maginot Line level plan.
Yeah. No.
An entirely defensive capability that could be immediately used against you by anyone with half a brain? Yes.
The Maginot Line is actually really, really cool. Blame the freaking king of fucking Belgium. He's the jerk, actually.
Yeah, the 3 other countries between him and Germany, and
no, it's Belgium. The Ardennes. Like it was Belgium's fault. Look.
Well, listen, I'm sure all the Frenchmen in the audience agree with you.
This episode brought to you by AP and Eric going down historical.
Yeah, I don't think I think
I'll send you some resources, okay, that aren't like conspiracy theories, but they're definitely like the Maginot Line was actually pretty good. It gets a bad rap. Is what I'm saying. It gets a worse rap than what it's supposed to get. Look, it was a metaphor. I'm letting it go. Let's kill the commando.
This guy came at me for
I'll die in that stupid line.
That's all I want to remind people.
I'll die as I get surrounded by panzers with the radios going through the Ardennes. Okay.
I don't know.
I will die on that line.
Which hill are we falling on?
I have a 5. One of you was doing initiative, and I believe they had a slight. You add your tactics bonus.
Let's see.
Your tactics mech.
Is it charisma based?
You don't add the stat. You only add the skill.
Oh. I have 1 tactics.
So then
Which
you
is
add
more than
1.
any of us.
I love the idea that tactics would be a charisma based skill though. It's just like how hot you are. That's all that matters.
I was thinking it's like how good you guys listen to what I have to say.
It's communicating, right? You can have the best tactics in the whole world, and if you aren't good at communicating with your team, they're totally worthless.
So I'm at a 7 + 1 is an 8.
Listen, there's this guy named Artosis. He just says the word special tactics all the time, and everyone believes him.
That man's still out there making videos, isn't he?
3.5 of my 18. That's 14.5. That is 18.
But that means we also still have to shoot this guy.
You do still have to deal 1 point of damage, and he's actually going to turn. He's doing he's running away, and he's fully flipping you off with his hand actuators as he takes a brief turn backwards just so you can't shoot him in the back.
Pretty rude.
All right, can I? So he actually isn't he like missing an arm because I clotheslined him or something?
Yes.
Can I throw his other arm at him?
No.
Okay, fair enough.
Can you get to him? Because if you can melee attack him again, that'd be good.
Can I get to a mech that can move 18? Absolutely not, Zip. I'm dead. Those are speedy boys. Black Knight, notoriously not a speedy boy. I think my move speed is, I'm 8 with no jump jets.
Unfortunate. So I guess we're just going to have to shoot at this guy and pray then.
Well, we also have the Wasp on the other side of the water too.
And the other thing to note is that he has tree cover now.
Yeah, see, this is what I meant when I said
everyone?
I'm pretty sure we're fucked.
I can do this.
But
No,
he's not.
This is a Unix system.
You thought you were fucked because he was going to go off map this turn. Yeah.
No, I can just go here, dude. We're good.
Okay.
I'll take care. Listen. I'm gonna take care of business. I'm gonna go like right here. Get a clear line of shot into this dude and ignore the woods. How's that sound?
Sounds good to me.
I will probably end up turning my back mostly to the Devastator.
Oh boy.
Audible.
How bad
but
can it be?
I think I'm going to put my faith in the Hirokin birch trees. And hopefully,
In the famed Hirokin birch.
No.
Yeah, these are protected birdland birch trees. Okay.
Of course they're protected, but
the throat singing warbler lives there. We can't take these things down.
You can't shoot those trees. That's illegal.
We're going.
It's fall now, so there's like
nesting. You're
nesting.
Look, dude, this is. I don't have a.
Look, I don't have bring the immersion.
Yeah, I don't have a shot.
Can you imagine losing a battle because of the throat nested warbler, whatever the fuck you said? Like the most colossal
you can't take that shot.
fuck up.
All right, look, everything really is okay. Win or lose is probably should not come down to me. Just historically, my track record in games is
I just don't
really
think
not,
I'm gonna be able to get a shot on this guy.
Look, I completely understand that. This is as good as it gets for me. I'm literally full-time committing to this guy, to the commando.
I mean, that's fair.
All right, well, we got to shoot the wasp too, so
I'm basically bolting to where I can try to get an angle on either of them.
We're doing all or nothing damage, right?
Are you committed to moving there?
Yeah, my chess piece is off the table. Okay. I can still shoot if you go to melee to me. I can still hit.
Can you?
I just can't shoot you,
so that way you don't show your back.
I think I have to face them in a certain way that means I can still shoot them with both my arms, right?
That is correct. You need to the front half of your mech has to be facing towards it. So at the very least, this edge of your mech must be able to see some part of their mech.
So something like that. Is that okay?
Yeah, that works perfectly fine. And you're not being shot in the back by anything currently. And it's unlikely I can wedge. The wasp physically cannot be wedged behind you. It's not going to happen.
Do me a favor. You should start every tactical mission with that. So you're currently not getting shot in the back.
What if I started a mission where you were being shot in the back?
Well, then you don't say it. and then it's really spooky.
Then you just be like, plot twist, everyone.
You are being shot in the back.
I feel like starting what a power move it would be to start a mission where you start in like the first third of the board and the enemies start behind you and your objective is to get off board on the other end. And just run away. Chase the whole time. And anytime somebody stops to turn around and fire, new enemies spawn at the end of the board.
Oh, no.
Like wolves.
Oh my god.
Like wolves.
Yeah. I'm not liking this idea anymore. I was kind of into it for a second.
All right.
Wasp is coming in. He's going to get that 12-inch jump range.
Jump?
All right. This entire mission is coming down to whether or not Eric can roll an 8 on 2d6.
I love to hear that.
What's my sprint?
If I Wasp facing down with a blackjack. That's 3 times the size.
Well, actually, it's a Black Knight, but that's fine.
Yes, yeah, exactly. Yeah, Black Knight. Yes.
Actually, okay. You know what? My new mech is going to be a blackjack because it's actually good in Alpha Strike. Believe it or not.
Am I
never seen those lands.
You can sprint, but remember, if you sprint, you can't shoot. But if you move your full movement, you can still do it.
Oh, I can't shoot if I sprint?
Yeah, you can't. Well, sprinting is moving 1.5 times your normal movement.
Yeah, you can't.
That's why you can't shoot and sprint. You can go 8 and shoot, so you can make it here.
Yeah. That might be what I do. Is it okay?
Woods matters. Woods matters when you do that. I think there's
too many. No, actually, there's only 2.
Depending on where you go,
well, you might have to shoot.
It's going to depend on AP whether or not there's 6 inches of woods between the commando and you. Okay. So that's going to be a question. I don't know.
So that's kind of
there's less than 6 inches of woods from this.
All right, can do not move your die so we know what hex you're on, more or less, right? Like we kind of have a like this is like a golf pin or whatever, right? Like hold on, now move where you're, or use the die to say where you're going, and we can measure from there.
Okay,
that's the smarter way to do it.
This I think is 8 inches, right?
This is 8 inches where I'm at right now.
Yeah, right.
Is that too much woods cover to our lad?
No, it's 6 inches, right, for total woods cover. No, but correct. You will give a +1. Yes, to hit.
You'll get a +1 hit. Okay, that's fine. Okay. But as long as you're threatening.
This right here. Oh wait, this right here. I have a line of sight as well. So what's?
It's also a +1.
Yeah, it's also a +1. You're still going through some woods.
Yeah, it's still medium. Right. It's less than 6. Or sorry, it's within 6 is short range. Is that correct?
Yeah, I think so.
Then 6 is short.
To 24.
Yeah, is medium. So you're pretty much shooting medium all day.
Okay. Yeah. So I've got a +2, so +3 total with all these woods. And then
how long is this table?
Isn't it 72 by 48? Again.
No, this is 82 inches.
Okay.
And then I've got a 4, so skill 4.
But it is 48 wide.
This is like a 7-foot table.
We can work out what you're shooting at after you move.
Oh, well, I mean, I think that's the best move because I'd have shooting targets for both of them.
That's what I would say.
So
this is like a 7-foot by 4.5 foot table. Don't do this at home, kids.
Wait, what's your beef with the table?
No, it would actually be incredible to have a 7.5 foot by 4.5 foot gaming table.
Well, all of the tables are going to be this size because this is the standard Sidious size.
All right. So I think I'm hitting on 7s or 8s.
Well, we can worry about that when shooting comes.
Yeah.
Fair. I'm just trying to figure it out now because I wanted to know.
That is a good plan to some extent. I move here and I can still see EricVulgaris.
True.
But do you have 6 inches of woods?
So here's the question. Should I just leave the 2 small guys to you and just keep fucking with the Devastator?
Try to get in a position where you can do something with the small guys if worst case scenario.
I don't know that I can, but
you would have to be along this angle to hit the Devastator.
I can move 12.
Oh,
so
boy.
if I got here,
long ranges. Devastator long range. That's that bad.
I don't think.
I think there you would have 6 inches of woods for the Devastator for sure.
I would, and I would be able to shoot. I think both of the. Maybe not this guy.
Because our main goal are these 2 guys. So I think the Devastator really is a distraction.
All right. Well, I think I can only shoot the Wasp. Because this seems like 6 inches. Well, yeah, that's 7 inches of woods.
The Wasps can move 18 next turn.
Yeah.
Is it a threat to get off the board?
No.
Okay. Well, then we might be okay.
All right. Well, I think that's my best move.
Can you move up just a little bit so you can try to hit, not be behind that woods?
Well, these three woods alone aren't making it, so I can't see the commando.
Yeah, you're done. Yeah, you're done.
Yeah, there's no angle that I can see the commando.
Yeah, he can only shoot the Wasp.
All right.
Okay.
Let's do it.
I'm going to shoot Devastator onto Black Knight.
Okay.
You don't have 3 woods?
I deploy chaff.
It's not the number of woods. It's 6 inches, and I do not have 6 inches of woods.
Yeah, so it's just a +1. So it's a net +2. I am long range, so you're looking at a +6 mod to your gunnery.
Yep, 10s, which I believe was pretty much what most people were shooting at last time. That's not it. The Devastator unloads with more Gauss rifles and big boy weapons that go sailing past your Black Knight, which is by no means a frail contender, but certainly no challenge for a
destroying a precious Whittington heritage site in the form of the forest of the
warblers.
The throat singing warblers, man.
Warblers.
Throat singing
we
warbler.
just hear their cries as
there's
the forest
brief
burns.
energy blast, and the throat singing warbler is it's in the blast, and what happens is it just slowly fades more and more into the white of the energy blast until it's just totally gone.
Well, that's depressing.
And then the Gauss rifle destroys its home and we see its chicks and its mate go flying out of the nest as the net crashes onto the ground and catches fire.
Really?
Seems unnecessary, but okay.
I am a cruel and terrible god.
Oh boy.
You guys are up.
How do I know what my movement bonus is?
Your TMM. So your TMM is 2.
Okay, so I have 2 then.
Yeah. Well, Commando, Black Knight takes Commando. Target number 8.
Okay, chess man.
No,
that's medium range.
Don't fuck it up.
Yeah. My gunnery is 4. Medium range +2 is 6, right? No woods.
Yep.
All right. Talk to me, Dad.
Don't fuck up.
You got this.
Hey,
that's some hot dice right there.
9 will secure the dub.
What's the amount of damage you deal?
Medium range. Good question. I do 3.
Great. All right. So just like the throat-singing warbler, your Black Knight's laser weaponry, personally installed by your father, aka McDougall, aka actually Sam. Sam's your father in this. Begins passing through the commando, and we see the commando begin to go white hot and brilliant as its fusion bottle goes nuts, and then it too fades into the whiteness of the laser explosions, and that as just legs continue walking backwards before collapsing to the ground.
Right.
And you have eliminated this traitorous scum, this union-loving communist pinko.
Yeah.
I forgot that our mission today was basically just union.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be really clear here. I'm hamming it up, but they did steal weapons of war and are using them to threaten actual, like they're using them to threaten crops that people use to live by. Like it is union busting, but the unions in this case are. This isn't Blair Mountain. Calm down.
Do you remember the destruction of the throat-sinking warbler like 4 seconds ago?
Yeah.
Like this is fair game. We're weapons free, man. We're weapons.
Yeah. This is they're destroying
scrambling the nuclear option.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. Want some rods from God on these guys? All right, let's go.
Well, we know McDougall has nukes.
Oh yeah.
So it's AP shot?
It is my shot. It'll be wasp firing on Black Knight. So
man, just so much hate for the Black Knight.
4 + 1, I think. Yeah. I'm just
I mean,
wait, hold on, but isn't? Oh no, that's long, not short. I was about to say, I think at long range, the wasp. At short range, the wasp does no damage.
Give me your little medium lasers.
I do.
I think nice, these dude. Unions have some beef with Angus.
Wow. Okay, so 2 laser damage. The wasp settles in behind you in a very Macrossy way. He holds up his held laser. Oh, sorry, that's the other one. That might be the stinger. He holds out his right arm. Pew, 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 pew. And then we hear like weird Japanese anime noises as your machine is like, ah, ooh, ah, ah. And the Black Knight loses some armor on the outside. And it's not the first time you've been shot, but surely your moment of triumph is ruined.
Those spicy flashlights pack a punch.
Indeed, sir. Indeed, they do.
Spicy flashlights. That's what lasers are.
As they're otherwise known, medium lasers. You guys are up.
All right, so I'm gonna shoot the wasp, right?
Sure,
go for it.
All right, so I start at 4, I believe, right, or 3.
You start at 4.
Yeah.
All of you start with the skill 4 for now.
Okay, so I'm starting with a 4. I moved, which is a +1. Right?
No. Alpha Strike's easier. Don't have to worry about that.
Okay, correct. What is?
You're just adding their TMM, which is 2, the range, and any cover.
Okay, so the range is medium.
Medium, so 2.
Cover is +1.
So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is your total.
So +5s to hit.
That is not going to be good enough.
It's all right. It's all right, sis.
Black Sheep, you walk forward, unloading with your Lancelot, this ancient war machine designed in Starly times, and you just miss.
Yeah. That sounds about right.
Your brother and the Black Knight looking incredible. That leaves us to you, Eddie, because I have no other mechs. Everybody shot.
You should probably be hitting on the same thing I am, right?
Indeed. It'll be the same number, which is 9.
Okay. So 2d6. That's not good.
Double ones.
I got snake eyes.
I think you go to depress your firing trigger fingers, and all like you get
a seize up.
Yeah. So your like weapons screen in the upper left, there's like jam, and then like weapons malfunction. All that happens is your Warhammer searchlight keeps flickering on and off, and you're like, cycle, reset the operating system. You have to pop out the floppy disk drive and push it back in, and then flip the master arm switch up and down 3 times.
Oh my god!
You spend your whole turn cycling the mech.
But we spend. Go ahead.
No, I like the idea that oh gosh, I'm like blanking on character names and stuff. But I like that I basically reach out to in like private comms. I'm just like, Angus, I think they have some real beef with you. They're hacking my system. It's not firing.
Attention! No hacking attempts detected. Attention! That's your own computer, by the way.
Yeah. No, I like the fact that I'm like trying to like descramble or something, or like reset, and it's like resetting system, resetting weapons.
Yeah, how much would it cost to get Viren to do the voice acting for all the bitch and Betty?
God.
That'd be awesome. He would do it too. That's the best part. He could do it.
Missile
lock. Pull up.
My god. Let me pull everyone aside for a second. There was a poll taken in the community for virtual YouTubers recently. That is like, what is the definition of a virtual YouTuber? And they're like, it's purist versus idealist, right? And so purist is like the ones that move and talk and are like fully 3D. And in the like ex-idealist column, it was bitching Betty because it is a disembodied female voice that tells you what to do, which made it a VTuber, apparently. Possibly the first one. All right, let's roll tactics. I've lost pretty much every one of these rolls. A 6, a solid 6. Great, a 7. 6 plus 1.
It's always been by 1 at least. I love it.
All right, so I move and then 2 of you move.
Oh my god.
Our last shot.
Hey. Point itch back. Come on. What is this?
It doesn't matter. He's off the board next. He's off the board next turn.
I know. I'm just being a dick. Okay. That's all.
There you go. I'm sprint jumping off the board.
The closest I can get to you would still be 7, so it would still be medium range.
That sounds great to me.
So for my hitting them, it doesn't matter if I move or not, right?
Yeah, because the range is between 12 and 48. 12 and 24.
You just have the woods between you.
And then 24 to 42. Yeah, so like there's a very, very wide range band.
But like there's no advantage to staying still, basically, like there was.
No, there is. There is. It's actually called standing still is you take a no TMM, but you get a -1 to your shooting.
Yeah. So you have no, like, if you get shot at, it'll be much easier than normal.
Right. But also, like, because you have the woods between you, you would still get the +1 there. So it may not be that benefit.
Correct. When you got a chunky lad with a 1 TMM, sometimes standing still in some woods is kind of okay because you're like, whatever. That's kind of like if I moved.
Right.
All right. Well, Eric, do you want to move first? Because you're just chasing, right?
No, I kind of want to bait the Devastator to see what he does first, if I'm not going to be completely honest with you. So if one of you two want to go, I would love that.
Yeah, I can go.
All right.
Let's see. I think I just move here, and that would clear me from the woods, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Here's a little die we can use, just so we're all on the same page. Can we draw a line from the die? Yeah, you're clear for sure.
Yep. All right, and I will do that, and I'll be here.
I don't like that.
Yeah,
that's unfortunate.
It's still gonna have to hit a 9, so
we still need a second person to move, and then it'll be.
No, I'd be hitting better.
Oh, so I guess the question is, how far am I from the Devastator?
You're fine.
I mean, you're not through the woods though right now. That's
so if I start moving, there's no reason not to move my full distance, right?
Yeah.
No, yeah, for the most part, yeah, unless you want to end in some woods or something like that, right?
Okay. And going through the woods costs how much?
Double.
An extra double.
Okay, so then I can only go 10 inches.
No, that's not a 1 inch. No, homie, that's not a 1 inch hex.
1 inch, yeah.
Oh, so that costs 7.
Yeah.
I mean, so the woods is 2.5 inches wide at its widest point.
Okay, so it costs 5.
So it costs 5 to cross the woods.
So I can move a total of 8.
Yeah.
All right, I'll go there.
You only have to move a minimum of 1 inch to get your full TMM.
Oh, so if I hang out in the woods, can I?
Sure.
Does that?
Yeah.
Do I get a bonus?
You something?
Yeah, you still get your TMM, and you're still firing in medium range.
All right, I'll do that then.
Okay. I'm out in the open. Lovely.
You're okay. Just kidding. That Devastator moved. Oh God.
Yep. Let me do the direct lead from above camera angle. Okay, so that's long. That is not long.
Bring it.
Are you ready for it?
I'm ready.
You know what? I'm gonna move by not moving. Cowards.
Oh boy. That's a bold fucking spicy meatball.
Yeah. You know what? You won't hit me.
Okay. I guess.
Guy's about to get hit. What are you gonna do? Hit me?
All right, so you're at medium range, and your bonus, your 2B hit bonus is canceled out by the woods.
Wait. No, hold on.
That is a really questionable using the back of the Devastator. No, thank you. This is the front of the Devastator. It's 22.5.
Well, my math, I fucked up the math.
Range. Yes, you did.
Okay. I thought I was still.
Don't forget,
I thought I was at 24.
You can just absorb 1 hit with your special powers.
That's true. I probably would.
I needed a 6. I got a 6, and I got doubles, so it's a critical.
What?
I would choose that.
What are you doing?
Absorb.
What do you mean? What am I doing?
Are you hitting? Are you? Have you declared a target? And are we shooting?
You're my target. It's shooting time.
No, you missed that one, dude. Yeah, you missed that for sure.
What?
I used my warrior power.
Now, listen. Don't gaslight me. Like, what are you doing? I shot you. I hit you. You used your power
My
to
AC
avoid it.
is 7 AP. You missed.
What are you doing, man? We've been playing friggin' BXD&D this whole time. What are you talking about?
You tell me
to hit what Devastators, dude? Grab your torch. What are you doing?
You tell me. Oh, you're the dungeon master, right?
Yeah, that's what we've been doing this whole time.
Stop gaslighting me. This is Darvo.
It's technically torch lighting because we're in a dungeon, but that's
wow, fusion lighting, really.
Yeah, it's just a flashlight.
You tell me what preternatural warrior instinct allows you to avoid an absolute apeshit dump of damage. It's a swarm of the throat warblers.
The warblers come to your rescue.
Instinctually, the warblers fly off just as the heat of the air is warming up.
The warblers sense the 100-ton war machine approaching that you have improperly calculated the distance
shake of the ground.
You destroyed the nest of the mama.
They
all
fly past you in slow motion, and as they go in front of your cockpit, you pivot slightly to see it beginning to charge. You see the 2-second long charge up time of the Gauss rifles, and you turns so your body is perfectly profiled, and the Gauss rifles go on either side of you instead of absolutely shredding your entire front armor.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
You see the warblers continue to fly off into the sky, into the sun where none can see them. They disappear into the distance.
My cadet branch signal's got symbol is going to be the warbler.
The warbler.
I feel
Always
like
be
the warblers
warbling.
have become the main. I feel like the warblers have become the main characters of
It's
the story.
ironic because you've noted that these warblers only live in Hirokin territory. And you're getting
maybe
married
it's
to a
foreshadowing.
Hirokin.
Yeah, maybe it's foreshadowing. Maybe it's warbling.
Somewhere out there right now, someone is typing in the YouTube comment section. They're just like, oh, look, Eric playing a Hirokin again. Wow. Exclamation, exclamation one.
Who didn't have that on their bingo card? Your medium range, you're hitting on what, 8s?
Okay, let's do it.
I think so.
That means I'm probably hitting on 7s.
Because it should be the same as last time, just without the tree cover, right?
Yeah, I'm actually hitting on
pretty
7s
much.
if you want me to shoot first, because I have the technically
Go
easy
for it.
shot.
Go for it. Go for it. Go for it.
Let me see this spicy boy. Yeah, I'm gonna overheat for 1 so I can ace this nerd. It works.
Okay.
Hell yeah, love to see it.
We said 7s to hit, so
Angus having his day.
believing in myself, channeling good energy. I'm a proud and confident warrior. I'm a proud and confident warrior.
Proud and confident boy.
That would be a 7, my friend.
That'll do it. Well, boom.
Is it because I believed in myself? Is it just arbitrary Gaussian distribution of 2d6? We'll never know. But the wasp is a smoking ruin. I'm also a spicy lad for the turn. Yeah, I just did 4 damage.
Yes.
Oh, you do 4 damage.
But I
Bye-bye.
I have big notes for you, Eric. I believe that you can't use your warrior ability to avoid damage, to avoid mech damage. It's only to let your pilot survive death.
When was that?
I think we determined it last episode because Sam was like, I'm just going to dodge. Yeah, Sam was like, I'm just going to dodge all the damage. And I was like, oh, so you want the enemies to also be able to cancel damage as well? And he was like, no.
Well, a lot of my tactical decision.
Sure
Hold on. So
remember.
listen, okay. So then that means my tactical decision of being like, oh, I'm with outside of medium range, which, okay, mea culpa here. And then also, hey, my warrior ability that I thought it worked that way didn't work that way.
We can, you know what?
Look,
this is us setting the precedent that maybe it works that way. And then our enemies can do the same.
I don't like that.
Look, I didn't.
I don't like that this is setting precedents. I'm not the American judicial system. You can't fool me.
Oh my god.
I think I get this one.
You know what, Eric? I will give you this one. And only this one forever. That's it.
fair.
The wasp is dead no matter what happens. I mean, unless the critical somehow damaged your weapon system, you would have gotten away with this anyway.
Look, I'm gonna die anyways. Like, let's be honest. I'm playing a war game. Like, my dice will never save me
anyway.
So yeah, we're good. I'm fine. All you did was give me a little bit longer hangsman rope. You know.
I just want the folks at home to know that I tried to play this consistently, rules wise, and the players rioted against me.
Yeah,
kind of like these damn unionists. These damn union communists rioted against the lawful noble authority of this planet. So who's the real villain here, I
Who's
say?
the real villain?
Well, I mean, you know, if AP, you're the one that came up with this plot. So I feel like, you know, it all kind of comes full circle.
Yeah, but I kind of invented the entire premise of this game. So as we
so basically what you're saying is that
what I'm saying is that you guys are the villains of this campaign. All right.
One hereditary nobility. Of course, we're villains.
One person has yet to shoot. It's Sam, right?
Yes.
I believe you have a mixed shot on.
I believe that I haven't shot either. Medium range.
Go here.
Didn't you just shoot?
Oh yeah. No, only Eric can shot.
Oh, only Eric shoot. Then yeah, both of you can take shots. Not you, because your front half is facing forward.
Wrong
Actually,
direction.
that might be true for both of you. Yes. Neither of you can take the shot because both of your front halves are facing forward.
Okay.
We can't
So,
rotate.
Not in this system.
Oh.
Okay. On to the next
All right,
one.
new turn.
Wow, I can't wait to lose this one again.
We asked the Devastator if they want to surrender.
Not. Maybe you want to get fucked.
We asked the Devastator if they want to surrender.
Oh, I saw that 6 and I was like,
It's only a
that
9,
6?
yeah. Yeah, does the Devastator want to surrender? That's good. That'd be good.
Mm-hmm.
You hear someone click open the communications and says, Karl Marx said that under no pretext should arms and ammunition be surrendered, and any attempt to disarm workers must be frustrated, by force if necessary. Die, noble scum!
Oh my god.
All right, well.
All right.
Take a chill pill,
It's a
yo.
little rude, but, you know, I
You
get
guys
to Reddit,
literally,
nerd.
you guys openly weep over the death of a bird. You're upset about this guy.
Oh yeah. A
Look,
warbler is
we're
praxis.
nobles.
Yeah, yeah.
We're nobles.
Sorry, it's
AP, what do you expect?
praxis?
A
Oh
warbler.
my
Just
god.
making sure.
If you think about it, like, there aren't that many warblers left because they're endangered, but there's, like, lots
Right.
of peasants. So,
People are awful.
I read Das
Look.
Wobbler.
Look, AP, this is your fault. That's all I'm gonna say.
Let's go.
Wow. All right, all three of you move before he moves.
Oh yeah, it's pretty true.
That's pretty. Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna camp in these woods.
I was gonna do the same. That might be.
Oh shit. All right.
well, you guys want to probably stay out of medium range if you can.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
true. Very true.
I mean, maybe I should go to these woods.
Yeah, I'll camp in these woods.
Woods.
Or can I make it to these woods? I don't know. These woods that I don't. Oh, maybe I can get in there.
Remember that movement in the woods is at half speed.
Right. Does that mean that I can't get into the middle of them?
Half my
I
speed
mean,
is 6.
what's your speed?
8.
Gotta be able.
So it takes you 5 to get there. So you have another 1.5 inches to move inside, which will get you into nearly the middle.
Okay.
All right, let's do this.
Setting up the ambush.
I will.
Don't think this is an ambush. Every side is aware of exactly where everyone is at this very moment.
I will go into the woods too, and then turn
Look,
around.
AP, I have my own head fantasy.
Actually,
I'm aware that you do.
no.
All right,
Actually, I'm
that's less
going
than
here
6
instead.
inches.
I'm going here instead. I'm giving up a shot this turn because I forgot I'm a spicy boy this turn because I overheated.
Okay.
So I'm actually just gonna kind of use this turn to cool off. We're coming back on him.
Sure. He moves here.
Yeah.
AP
I don't want
is trying to
I
play
want
it safe up here.
Yeah. Right.
I don't think anyone can shoot right now.
9.
Yeah. New tactics.
That's also a 9. On the reroll, 5.
That's 11.
10. 11.
Got you where I want you.
That's 6.
Oh, fuck. He's trying to go around, y'all. I might just
Yep. I won't be able to shoot him this turn. Seems like a good time to sprint if you want to.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna sprint over
Unless
here
you can-
with the 12. There's no way I'm gonna be able to shoot. He's behind a mountain for me.
Oof, that's pretty rough then. I can go 12. That would be
I mean, I think right here is the best
So
move.
sprint is 1.5 times.
that's 6.
Yes.
Okay, I have a good move, I think. I can get out of the woods for 6 and then go hide behind this mountain in short range from him. And then when he comes around, he'll have to be in short range with me. And I think I actually get a shot.
That's a neat trick. I mean, he's hidden behind the mountain, less than a
Okay,
third of
but I
shot.
would be hidden as well,
He
right?
would also be hidden.
All right, well then I'm gonna do that. I think that's a good move.
Sure.
So this is 6. It's 9. That would be 10. Go here.
And he doesn't have friends, so I'm in the fog of war, and you don't know that I'm hiding behind the mountain. Maybe
He has a sensor system.
I don't believe you.
I choose to not believe
Listen,
that, AP.
folks at home, what the fuck did I do to deserve this? I'm being abused this episode. My kindness is being taken advantage of. The table is rioting against me.
You went against the warblers.
Look, AP,
You were cool until you went against the warblers.
I'm no angel,
As soon as you
but
described the
I don't think I
violent
deserve
bird
this.
death. As soon as you went over the bird death, man, the gloves are off. Kitty gloves are off, man.
Jesus. Are you all done moving yet, jackasses?
Yes, I am.
AP, just to be completely clear, we absolutely love you. If you want us to knock it off, we'll
It's
totally.
an 8. It's an 8. Listen, I'm hamming it up for the audience as always.
Yeah, okay.
All right, so I'm rolling again.
We're all feeling a little.
Oh, no,
That's
poor
a
man.
10.
Great. Takes 2 to move up here. Brings me. That is 4. I'm just going to go ahead and wedge myself up against this. And just so we don't have any EricVulgarises in the audience questioning my plays later, when I'm up here, I'm over most of the trees and we'll have clear shots shooting down at people.
Right. And you're getting +1 hill cover.
I'm not, I mean, you can't, I mean, again, less than a third of the mech is here, so there's no shot.
How much do I get for going over the hill?
It's 2 inches to move up 1 level.
2 inches to move up 1.
Yes.
And then what if I'm going into woods?
I mean, then you double the movement as well. Yeah, it's really
so I
rough moving uphill in trees.
Yeah. So I think what I need to do is sprint, but then like move here.
Okay, I think, AP, tell me if I'm getting this wrong. I think I have enough movement to get up over the hill and then behind him.
So
Like
it's
right
2
where my
and
die
then
is.
4 to move down.
Right. So then if you measure
This
6.
alone will eat 9 inches getting to here.
Right. So then I have 3 more inches, which would put me here.
He still can't shoot you if you get past my pink line because of the arc stuff
Correct.
that AP was saying.
Yes.
Remember that as well.
Would that be enough to be behind him?
Correct.
That was
Okay.
not going to, no, where you're at did not look like enough to be in the rear arc.
No, but he has another 3 inches of movement.
So
No,
I'd
he just
be
moved
here.
it. This is the 3 inches.
Yes.
That's what we're saying.
Yes.
That's not his rear arc, though. If you draw a line, that looks like it's going into his side rather than the.
Correct. You're not in his rear arc, but he can't shoot you at the moment.
Okay, that's fine with me.
The rear arc, it has to be literally directly behind the devastator.
Okay.
That's what. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
out.
That still basically makes it so that his next turn he's going to have to choose whether to have his back to one of us.
You're telling me that a bunch of smaller mechs can surround a much larger one and confound it with problems? That's crazy. The rest of you still
know
need to
what?
move, though.
This is why
All right,
we're
so-
being mean. Because you're mean first.
You what? Only
All
if
right,
your
AP,
understanding of time is skewed.
Oh,
All
I'm
right,
basically
question, y'all.
dead.
Huh?
I'm
He can't shoot
basically
right now.
dead.
He's behind
Yes,
him.
he can. No, he can see over
No,
it.
he can't.
He cannot shoot over it right now. Less than a third of his
No,
mech
he's
is capable.
behind. He's behind this
The
big
whole
boy, so he
mountain.
can't shoot.
His cockpit can't even see over the top of this
Yeah.
thing. It's a little
That's-
head thing. That's what I'm
So-
trying to tell you.
So AP, I'm trying to at least get to here, and then next turn I want to get here if I can.
What's your movement?
I'm just
8?
trying to figure out the math of like going through these woods and shit.
So
8,
get,
yeah, and I
getting
might
to the
have to
edge
sprint this round
is
just to get up.
3. Getting up
3.
is
And then
so if your mech is
2,
up here,
so that's 5.
that is 5.
Right.
And then as
Right.
going this,
Mhm.
another inch and a half is 8.
You lost Sam, by
8.
the way.
Indeed. We can see that he
Oh,
is
what happened?
he's stopped up on
He is
Discord.
Frozen.
He's
On Zoom.
ferociously
Well,
staring
I'm not
off
gonna be
into
able to
space.
shoot. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to shoot anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and sprint. And if I can, I want to get up to here.
Okay, so your sprint will get you another 4 inches, and I don't think you can get up to the next level. We're back.
We're back.
Everyone has moved at this point. And it is
I do believe so.
only the black sheep has a shot.
All right. Well, I will shoot it then. I'm in short range.
He has TMM. I didn't put the die down, but he has a
Devastator has a shot, dude.
He has a 1.
Oh, he has a rear 1. Perfect.
Okay.
Fine. I technically shoot first. I will take that shot.
Rules be rules.
For I do not recall if shooting to the rear invokes a penalty.
Oh, shoot. That's a really good question. I don't think so. I don't think if it's your only attack, I don't think it does.
Well, it wouldn't matter because I'm trying to hit a 6. So unless the penalty is +4, or
probably
higher, you take
You do
1
damage?
damage, black sheep.
Ouchie.
spicy flashlight.
I have to lock the. I got to edit it. You should be able to draw on it now. How's your shot?
All right. So I start at 4. I have 5 for his TMM, and then 6 for medium range or short range, right?
And short range has no bonus. So,
All right. So just 4.
yeah.
All right. I'm sorry. Just 5.
Just 5.
All right.
That just gets
Barely. But I hit him.
All you have to do is crawl over the line.
3 damage.
3 damage.
How much damage is that to this thing? This thing like has insane armor.
Yeah, it laughs in
So
armor.
it's 2
One more
armor
shot
left.
and we'll get through his armor pretty much.
Maybe 2. Oh no, you got okay. Right, because you got a couple of shots before that. That's right.
Yeah, I've been playing with this Devastator for a while here.
Okay, a 10 initiative.
Get
Wow.
absolutely fucked.
Dude, there's some spicy attitude today. I love it. Oh,
Okay. The Devastator full on just squares up to give you a rear shot so that he can shoot everybody else.
All right, well, I will move by not moving and just turn to looking right in the back.
I mean, if you turn to move, you
Oh, well, then I don't need to turn, do I?
don't have to turn at all. But
All
yeah,
right, well,
if
I'll
you
just
did, that
move.
would.
I'll not move then.
I think if I sprint here, I am outside of your
That is correct.
your arc. Is this water? It's just normal water.
Normal water.
It's the wet
It's
kind,
great.
yeah.
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 Sorry, I know. Abbreviated talk. I don't know why I do this all the time. Abbreviated. It's not water level 1. It's just ground.
Coastal water.
Nice.
You can get up here if you'd like, Eddie. You're muted though, so I have no idea what you're saying.
that's why you couldn't hear me. I was saying, if I didn't move, would you be able to see me?
It should be
Yeah.
down here.
You're not a T-Rex.
That is correct. Your model is over the top of the hill. I only need to be able to
Yeah,
see the
so-
top third.
The
Be able
woods.
to hit you. Yeah, I mean there's woods involved, but I will still be able to see you and hit you from up here.
Yeah. But you would have the range and the woods cover being up there.
Not as good as you're going to get.
Oh, so if I was up on top,
Yeah.
you get a shot, but there'd be woods.
I mean, no matter where you are, there'll be woods because you're standing in woods.
Right.
My full goal is sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, is it worth it for me to get up there and take a shot?
Can you eat 6 damage or 5 damage, whatever their medium range is?
7 is
Seven.
medium.
Is it
I
medium
believe.
or
Seven.
medium?
Can
Is
you
7.
can you eat a
am I
7
long
damage
range
shot?
or medium?
Definitely can.
You're medium.
That's within
medium
24
range.
inches. Yes.
Guy who doesn't do the
Oh,
math.
I have so much armor. Wow.
So you can eat
Yeah, okay.
this. You can eat 1 shot. I can't
fuck
eat.
it.
Yeah.
I'm going to do it.
All right, step up
Just
and
'cause-
dance.
Look, my goal.
I like the idea of us just being on the top of 2 hills, just like Wild West, kind of like wow, wow, wow.
Well, congratulations. You just got wowed on a 10.
Yeah.
You take
Mhm.
7 points of damage as every weapon he has explodes on your mech.
Cool. Fun.
You have
Can't
1
do that
point of
again.
armor left.
Yeah.
What's that? Thank you. I can't do it, so thank you for doing it.
All right.
See, I told you I just needed to wait until I could let you guys wolf pack around me. I get somebody.
Who wants to shoot first?
That's
Do you
your
mind if I do, so
whole
I can,
armor
I can
line.
get some payback. Yeah.
Sure.
No, he has 8 armor, right?
No, it's 7.
2, 3. Okay, yeah, I mean, another shot will kill you instantly.
That's a 8. What was I hitting on?
So it's 4. Then he moved. So I don't
That's
have
a
Should be 7, right? 4.
It's probably
His
7.
move is 6, is 5, and then the medium range 7.
7, yes.
So
That'll
that'll
hit.
hit.
Hey, 3 more damage.
That's gonna be 3 more damage.
It is internal.
Ooh, that's awesome. You get to roll a crit. Or wait, we have a crit already rolled.
We have a crit already rolled.
What do we use? The blue or the green?
The blue, right?
Yeah.
Green
Blue is
would be,
yeah.
green is location, purple is cluster, blue is crit.
What is a crit? A crit 3 in this
Over
game?
here,
Over here is the
determining
tables.
critical hits. It is an engine hit.
Hell
That's
yeah, bro.
terrible.
Ooh.
That's
Yes.
terrible.
Plus
This is
1
making
heat
my
while
move.
firing weapons. All right, so I have to
Wow.
overheat now in order to fire.
All right. I will shoot now.
It's getting real spicy.
So I have a start at a 4, -1 is a. This die should be away. Start at a 4, -1 is 3, +1, back to 4.
You get a +1 damage if you hit for hitting the rear, which will essentially destroy this.
That is enough. Boom.
The pilot of the Devastator is not a regular like assault mech pilot. He's working hard at the controls. He's sweating. All you hear is alarms blaring in every direction, like warning, mech in rear 120 degrees. Warning. And then like warning, missiles incoming. And then another warning, like warning, low armor. And then like warning, engine hit, warning, warning. And the pilot's just like freaking out. And in the middle of all of it, coming from the north, a beautiful open-throated warbler just flies past his cockpit. He lets go of the controls as the mech begins to slump forward. He reaches out toward it as his cockpit detaches from the mech. He sails into the sky, and as he passes out from the immense G-force shock of being thrown into the sky and the heat of his destroyed mech, he just imagines what it's like to sail to freedom one day, because he's going to jail forever.
Beautiful.
Now I know why the throat singing warbler sings.
Take
Oh my God.
his broken wings.
Yep. Sam, that was a super clutch roll, buddy.
Yeah, seriously.
Well, I only needed a 4,
No.
so that's hopefully you don't fuck that one up, right?
Yeah, well, I mean,
The 3 of you circle the area for a few minutes, gathering up the defeated pilots and making sure that there are no additional forces coming. A communications satellite in orbit tags that there is a additional mech moving towards you about 20 minutes later.
Oh.
It is 2 kilometers out. It reads as a WLF-1B Wolfhound.
Are those beefy?
No,
No,
they're 35 tons.
Oh, okay. They're tiny.
There's actually only one person on the planet that you know of that owns such a mech, and it is Lachlan McDougall.
Well, then we will go to meet him.
You ride out to meet him, and about 600 meters away from you, he begins shutting down his mech. By the time your 3 mechs reach him, he has climbed down a like pilot's ladder down onto the ground, and has taken his neuro helmet off, and is just walking towards your 3 mechs.
I think we go out, or at least I would go out to meet him. I think it would get out of the cockpit.
Eric, you look like you have some complicated emotions here.
what would you do to step on? No, but no.
Wow.
That would be hilarious.
Just a little casual petricide. No big deal.
Yeah.
That would be
No.
pretty wild.
After I just channeled his love to kill a commando and a wasp. Yeah, no way. But intrusive thoughts be intrusive. So I do. Of course, I'll power down and follow my siblings.
At the base of the Black Knight, Lachlan has his hand on the Black Knight's foot, and you can see that like it's hot. Like his hand is starting to go red on the Black Knight. He pulls it off as you make it to the bottom of the ladder. He tilts his head sideways and pulls you into the sort of man hug where the right arm goes over your left shoulder and the left arm goes under your shoulder blade, and pulls you in with a real smile, like a genuine smile that you haven't seen out of your father in years. And he says, "You did it, boy. You passed your mech trial here. And I asked you to look after your sisters, and you did. You know, this old machine protected me for a long time, and it's yours now. You've earned it." He stands back. He offers you a right-handed handshake. "I'm so proud of you, son."
Take his hand. Thanks.
He pulls you in to pat you on the back while doing a strong handshake.
Part of the emotions of this is obviously like my dad's approval, right? But you know, the other half of it is also like we just blew up a dual Gauss wielding terror monster. Yeah. You know, that we could have easily have been us dead. So I'm also feeling that kind of adrenaline, right? So yeah, for my character. So yeah, so my character is pretty like quiet when he says this, and just takes my dad's hand. Thank you.
You know, he comes over to you, offers you a hug as well.
Yeah, I think there's kind of like a slight grin of just like looking over at her brother, because as much shit as she gives him, she's proud of him in this day. You know, they fought against something that was definitely bigger than them on some level, and so yeah, she goes in and gives their dad a hug.
Okay. Celeste, your bastard father, walks over to you. He stops short of giving you a hug and holds out a hand and says, "From what I got from the satellite intercepts, it sounds like you did a good job of leading the family here. And I want you to know I'm going to take that into consideration. You did well here today. Congratulations on getting your pilot's license." And he holds out a hand for you to shake.
Yeah, shake it.
Good job.
Thank you.
The tension is thick.
Unless there's anything else anyone wants from this scene, I think we move to a series of montages.
Sounds
My
good to me.
favorite.
Celeste, you have been offered a commission as a lieutenant with the off-world contingent of mercenary raiders led by the Lord of Hiroka, Lord Wheat. It's not exactly calling you off-world right now, but now that you're a licensed Mechwarrior and you're a full adult, he is willing to make you an officer with a pay bump.
Whoa.
But if you accept it, it's basically pulling you out of your job in government, being an advisor to the Duchess.
Mm-hmm.
Angus, you find yourself flooded with 3 text emails and also handwritten letters a day from your marriage partner, your paramour, your wedded to be Carmen Hanabi Hiroka. She still, like, being made to marry somebody is new for her to some extent.
New for me too. Yeah. Can I reply with a way that says nothing super definite, but we should get to know each other more?
Sure.
To try to put her at basically my intention here is to put her more at ease.
I want some dice
about
rolls.
The situation.
But yeah, so your plan is to keep her at arm's length for a little while and get to know her.
Yeah, like exactly. We have that cool chaperone trip to the aquarium. Like that kind of part where we can have that kind of like get to know each other. I learned that she also likes chocolate ice cream.
Oh my god!
And that's the beginning. That's the beginning of the tensions they am beginning to break as we find charisma. What else we have in common. Sorry, what was it? I was too busy narrating my success to
That's true.
bother rolling. What was it?
We'll see if you are successful. Persuasion, charisma.
Okay, cool.
This is the beginning.
Whatever the red result is my answer.
Indeed, that is not good.
Yeah, it's a 5.
You go to the aquarium. You find out at the aquarium lunch date that she's actually super allergic to shellfish. She's actually afraid of weird squiggly creatures like eels. She doesn't like long non-vertebrae induced animals. She gets splashed by the whale and it's just like, well, this has ruined my outfit entirely. This is why I don't like going outside. She has a terrible
I will kill this whale
date. And in the process, she just makes several comments to you that make it clear that she is afraid of your chaperone / bodyguard, fish.
That's why I went to the aquarium. I mean, I don't have anything immediately to say. I gotta eat the L. You know? All right.
It's quite an L for you to eat. Athena. It's surprisingly quiet for you. You successfully negotiated a business alliance. You got your name in the science news. You got to name an animal. Currently, there's no one who wants any of your time for once. There's no fires to put out either. There's nothing.
Beautiful
You've become
silence.
a mech warrior.
I defeated or went against the odds because I think Athena was the odd duck, being called lawn dart. I always missed my mark, and in that final moment, I finally hit it. And I think that's like one of those moments that she's replaying in her head in this downtime. And honestly, I think she's probably doing some sort of like science project that she's been putting off. Okay. It was something that I had on my plate. And I don't know if we need to do anything in this moment for it, but I wanted to dig into the creatures that we've been kind of studying with the satellite imagery. And then I don't know if in the downtime I'd have the time to be able to go over there and even like get a specimen and do like a study to see if we can utilize this as a resource. Like either the dung for it or the creatures themselves. So like them having this like population boom, it's like, oh sweet, well let's see if we can gather something from this or use this.
Now this is the invasive species that you're studying, not the local not sloths. Pangolin population.
Right. It's the invasive species that's like hyper populating.
Yes. Yeah, I feel like we can have you go over there, make a science roll in the process. Science, intellect. We've got scenes of you in like a forester mech. So it literally is just has one arm that's a giant chainsaw and the other arm is a giant gripper claw. It's just what the company insists that you be in for your own protection while you're moving through the woods. And there's like you basically have a lance made of like 3 experienced guys who are being pulled off the job to escort you, and then a helicopter following shortly behind with real scientists to do the real science here.
Hey, I'm a scientist. I studied at the academy.
You're a teenager. You're a teenager. All right.
Fair.
I'm not saying you aren't capable of doing real science, but I'm talking about people who are adults who have made their whole lives the study of
they've got like
these sort
decades of studying. Yeah.
They have published papers.
No, totally. Yeah, I mean, I'm down to do science or leadership if you think it makes more sense for my character to be.
I think leadership is
in
interesting as well. I think leadership will still be with int though.
I do have more science. Like I have a 2 in science,
Sure.
rank 2 in science, and then I have a rank 1 in leadership, I think. Right?
Okay, so a second rank in science means you have a +1 in it.
Right.
Because it starts at -1. If you put a point in, it's 0, and if you put another point in, it's +1. So do you have a positive int bonus or an int bonus of any kind?
Yeah, so I have a 1 in int.
Okay, so you're looking at either a +2 or a +1, depending on whether you want to do this scientifically or whether you want to just lead the team.
I like the idea of her kind of getting her nose into it. So I think science makes sense.
Okay.
There's a little bit of leadership, but she's like really she's like they're helping her in some way.
Okay.
Cool. All right, let's do the roll. Where's the thing? 2d6, right? Or is it a 20? How does that work again?
It's
been
2d6.
so long.
2d6.
Okay. So 2d6, and what am I trying to?
You're looking
to
for let's call it an 8.
An 8. Okay.
Yep. With a +2, that is good enough.
I think I'm able to even boost that with my
No, it lets you reroll.
Reroll one die or something.
No, you have to reroll both of them and accept the second result.
Oh, got it. Okay. And that's per game, is that right?
It's per hour of playtime.
Right. Okay. What do you all
use it
think?
now? There's not another hour, so
yeah.
This is a success. Just to be really clear, that's a 7 plus 2. Yeah,
that's fair. No,
it's not an overwhelming success, but you know, you will be able to. You start the process of capturing and observing. So, like, I assume you leave sort of passive monitoring and also bring back some active species for like dissection and other experimentation.
Basically studying, like figuring out what the materials are made of. Can we use this through some sort of process to make it into a useful resource. Same with like any of the chitin or other elements of these bugs. We have a plethora of them we've burned to a crisp, so maybe we can even use those.
So the leader of your unit of bodyguards comes out of his forestry mech and gets next to you. He is wearing very short khakis and he has huge calves and quads. Like he's got binoculars on like the neck strap. He's got water bottle on his belt. He's got like tactical webbing with a bunch of different tools and implements that a forester would need. But he also has like a 9mm pistol behind his back as well.
Sure.
He's jacked and tanned. He puts one leg up on a stump next to you while he's watching you work, and he goes, "Yeah, so I don't know about studying these things, but if you can find a way to kill them better, that would be good for the company."
Well, I'm sure we'll find something.
Yeah, so when you say that, he pulls the 9mm out, and he he just charges the first round, and he goes, "You want to find out if this works well enough?" Clearly it will. I mean, they're big, but they're not big enough that a 9mm through the head won't kill it instantly. I'm joking,
I think that was
course.
Gratuitous, but yes, I'm sure a gun to the head would kill most things.
Maybe. He holds out a hand and says, "Name's Ed. Ed Wheat."
Pleasure meeting you then. I don't know why I've got Irish, but I did.
So it should be noted that he is not the son of Yusuf. He's one of the children from Safai.
Yeah.
The ones that you stole. Well, negotiated.
Yeah.
Wow.
Thank you. Thank you for the lack of editorializing.
Hey,
Wow.
listen, y'all motherfuckers tried to paint me into a corner earlier with these damn warblers.
Well,
You're the one who
stop
shot them.
killing
Stop shooting them.
endangered birds.
Yeah.
What if I
Yeah.
told you that this species of
Technically,
super predatory insect is also it loves the taste of the open-throated warbler. They're natural enemies. What would you say to that?
God.
Would you hate these things
think-
more?
I think you're just a warbler hater.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think AP, you're just painting yourself in, you're the one that painted the picture in the first place. So you're just painting yourself in the corner.
Really, it's all EricVulgaris' fault.
That's a great point
Yeah,
that I
that's true.
hadn't thought of. So I'm with you.
Look,
there.
it's really tough to. I'm racking my brain for a rebuttal, man. You got me good there.
So Ed says, look, I shouldn't be playing around with this thing, but we don't get a lot of visitors out here.
Ah, yes. I'm sure the mainland is less frequent out here.
Well, we'd heard that you were going to be coming out to visit for the last several months, but you never showed up. So corporate's been getting kind of frustrated.
Ah, yes, it's been there's been a lot of demand on my time, unfortunately, but I'm glad I was finally able to.
Sure, but you're not out here to study the premises corporately for the cons, are you? You're out here studying your favorite little slimy, wood-eating invasive species. It's like he's like laughing at you in the process of this. He's just like, yeah. So you're not really out here to help the company. You're here to help yourself.
Well, this is meant to help the company as well.
Sure.
Don't misjudge my purpose here. Sure, I'm excited for this science and understanding this invasive species. But I do intend to fulfill my duties and exceed them if I can. I am the steward of the cons for as it is.
As it is. Listen, if you need any help, just dial into the radio channel 2. He pulls a little radio out, hands it to you, and says, I'll be in my forestry mech, and the other two here are also trained in self-defense, in case you need any assistance.
I appreciate it. And while we're on the subject, is there anything that I should have my attention on? That I should maybe look at first?
I want to make a roll to see how much game this guy has, real quick. I don't just be like, but he's super hot. But he also just got fucking box cars in the dice tray.
What the fuck?
So he turns around and he says, well, I'd appreciate it if you didn't take your eyes off of my ass, as he starts climbing up into his forestry mech. And you can see this is that Metal Gear Solid Snake dummy thick ass.
His absolute fucking cake,
tight
dude.
Khakis. Yeah.
Yeah.
With how Athena
Sick, dude.
is around that kind of hotness. I mean, we saw this with her time with the models. She fully flushes.
All right, good. Because this guy is like fully self-confident, outdoorsman, naturalist. He's like Bear Grylls if he didn't really want to drink his own piss.
You didn't really have to even give him a description. The Australian accent already sold it.
Oh, the Australian accent for Ed Wheat lets you know exactly what the character is. Because all Australians are exactly like Steve Irwin.
Want to get some dimmies?
Oh my God. He says, no, I want to get some brekkie at Brumbies.
Oh my God.
All right.
Bundaberg, mate. Somewhere out there.
He's a real
Gregor
blokey
James
bloke.
is at this very moment dying.
Yeah.
Oh my.
I apologize to Chris and Mike as well.
We apologize to our Australian audience.
Yeah, if there's nothing else, I think that unless you make it clear that you're uncomfortable with it for the rest of the trip and the journey back to corporate headquarters, you do suffer casual, meaningless flirtations from Ed. who is the head of your security team and also like the company representative out here.
I'm trying to decide whether or not Athena would like stomp it down, saying like, no, this is like there's a barrier here.
Sure.
Or she'd appreciate the because she doesn't get that kind of attention very often, at least because she's very secluded. Like she kind of, is in her lab or, in the noble spheres.
But
I feel like this is like a
how you feel about hot outdoorsmen who started by negging on you. Several romance novels have been written about this, as well as a half dozen Hallmark movies.
I think for the audience, I think she allows it.
Okay. All right.
So you can have that fantasy, y'all.
Are there any plans that any of you want to fulfill? Anything you have going on that you want to do before the Kerensky Ball? Any invitations you want to extend to the Kerensky Ball? Plots, plans, goals for XP? You have a lot more latitude now to operate, because not only are you all representing Lachlan's heirs, but you have also proven yourselves as worthy defenders of the planet. Celeste, though, you're in so much deep shit right now. You're swimming in shit. I don't know if you remember, but you made a bargain with your mom that if you didn't find a partner by the new year, she was going to start arranging marriages for you.
I do remember that.
You failed to quell the dispute between the two military officers and have an answer to the Duchess for that. Yeah, I mean, you have a very mixed tray ahead of you, while everybody else, I mean, let me just say this, for Eric, Angus is in a rare high point where no one is bringing him down. Even Fish has stopped talking shit about you temporarily now that you've proven you're willing to absolutely murder a man yourself. And you don't need like a gang of homies behind you with guns to back you up. You full on.
Isn't what's her name? Hiroka pissed off at him still though?
Harmon?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, their whole Hirokan family is mad at me.
No,
Tamari. Yeah.
Tamari's pissed at you, but that's a long-term thing. Like, she's trying to trap you in a bad marriage so that...
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you'll recall, the deal of the marriage is that you'll marry into her family rather than the other way around. You'll become a Hiroka.
I have two things that I could do. One is I still need to complete the Kenneth Cross training series.
Yeah.
That's my personal goal. So
sure.
I'd like to work on that. And then two is because I'm pretty sure it was Major Lucille Bordeaux was like on board with working with me, and it was Captain Kehoe that's being a pain in the ass.
That is correct.
So I would like to do something with that after this.
All right.
After the Kenneth Cross thing.
I would like you to make something like an education roll. Let's say science. Science intelligence.
I don't think I have that.
That might be why you're bad at this.
I have business. Is this business?
No.
All right. Yeah, science I have a -1. Intelligence I think I have +0.
Okay.
Yes. All right, so I'm at a -1.
Okay. See these dice. Radiated, of course.
That's a 6 and a 2. 8.
Okay, so 7.
Down to 7.
All right. You have several sleepless nights involving you and your choice of caffeinated beverage, study cards, however you want to montage your studying. But at the end of all of that, you get a little Duolingo like ba 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 noise, and like a man.
Got flashbacks.
A man wearing khaki shorts that are in the shape of an American flag, and then like no shirt, absolutely ripped dude with a hairy chest, and he has a tattoo of a sword down his right arm, is like, I'm Kenneth Cross, and you just passed your first class. Congratulations, student. You're now a college graduate. And then, it does like the da-na-na-na, da-na-na-na. As he again, it's like a full FMV video, like handing you a diploma, and then you hear your dot matrix printer start to be like printing the diploma out. It slowly vanishes from his hand, and he goes, I'll look forward to seeing you again in any of my future classes. You can find the full catalog of over 200 courses here on the Comstar Network. I'm Kenneth Cross, and you've been the best student I have.
So my goal was to complete the entire training series.
Yes, this was the Mechwarrior training series.
Gotcha. All right.
Yep. Now,
Nice.
as he mentions, he has 200 other courses for like advanced Mechwarrior. Like, so you want to become a mercenary company leader. So you want to become a mercenary, or you want to become an S2 advisor. So you want to become special forces. So you want to become a logistics officer. So
All right,
you want to
well, I
become the
completed it.
quartermaster.
I completed the Mechwarrior.
Yeah,
one
you
at least.
completed. So you want to become a Mechwarrior.
Do I get XP?
Yes, we will calculate the XP at the end.
Okay. I would like to seek Genji's aid in dealing with Captain Keho
Okay.
and see if he has any sage wisdom.
You're going to fly out to meet him at his dojo, Waterfall
Yes.
Dojo. All right.
Yes.
The last time you were here, your brother was in the other room.
Yeah, that's true. I forgot about that.
You find Genji standing up. He is ill at ease in the dojo. He's just like, he has screen doors open and is staring out over the waterfall, over this beautiful vista that he has secluded himself to. And he says, I didn't expect to see you back so soon, Celeste.
Well, I have good news and was also hoping for a bit of advice. You seem troubled, though.
News from the Draconis Combine. Family matters.
Ah. Well,
You're
I
not
hope it all
allowed
gets
to
worked
sway this conversation. In the words of Marcus Aurelius, to paraphrase, anyone who allows their emotions to run their life is not truly running their life.
Fair enough.
That
Nerd.
is deeply paraphrasing the master of Stoicism.
Well, maybe helping me will at least take your mind off of what ails you. I found myself in a bit of a dilemma dealing with the forces on planet, trying to help the Countess, of course. Or Duchess? Countess? I can't remember.
She's a duchess.
Duchess.
You are speaking of Captain Keho.
Yeah.
Keho Maroon.
I tried to put forward a good reason why she might want to work with me, but she's a stickler for the rules and saw it more as insubordination than an earnest attempt to smooth things over.
She's part of the federal forces. Rules are an important part of binding tradition.
Of course. Do you have any advice?
Hmm.
Getting her on board would make everybody on planet safer. That's what I'm concerned about.
What is it exactly that you want her to be on board with?
I want her to stop spending all of her time sniping and competing with Major Bordeaux and focus on creating a unified front to make sure that if, God forbid, we end up fighting another war on planet, we do better than the last time.
Last time you were here, I told you a piece of advice that you may not have wanted to hear. Do you recall?
I do.
I offer you the same piece of advice, something that you aren't going to want to hear. If she comes as a direct representative of our lieges in the Draconis March, and of course, Von Stavian, the first prince himself, you and your allies, if you wish unity, should you not be falling in line under her, rather than bucking against tradition and attempting to establish independence? Maybe doing the right thing is doing the right thing.
Fair
I know
enough.
that this is not what you might want to hear, but maybe to do what you want, you have to do what you don't want to do. I believe that in helping you, I have found a solution to my own troubles as well. I might be so bold to presume. Sometimes,
Glad to hear.
to do what is right, you have to do what you don't want to do. Indeed.
Fair enough. Sounds like I've got my answer at least. So I guess then Celeste's next move would probably be to send some kind of like actual formal like meeting request. Basically do things like by the book instead of last time where she just tried to get everyone in the room and smack some heads together.
Do you send it what title are you sending it by? Baroness? By Lieutenant of...
Yeah, the lieutenant
Beats?
one probably.
So, but the question is, are you sending it? Well, see, you hold multiple military titles because you're a lieutenant in Wheat's mercenary company, but you're also a warrant officer in the Pax Charlemagne.
Probably the Pax Charlemagne one. That probably looks better, right?
I mean yes, it does, because that's the one that you answer to her by, because you're a member of the Noble Guard, which
and
means
that's what I will do.
All right, that's what you send it as. She schedules you in for a meeting within the next day at lunch and invites you to come to the Planetary Command Center to meet with her in her office.
Yeah, show up.
She is seated behind her desk somewhat uncomfortably. She just gestures to a meal that has been set out for the two of you with like silver dining service underneath, the dome thing, silverware set out, and like a pitcher of water. And she says, "Warrant officer, it's good to see you. Please sit down.
Yeah.
Can I ask what you wanted to speak about?"
Celeste will sit and we'll say, I'm hoping to make amends for our last conversation.
There's no need to make amends. You were punished for your insubordination. I consider the incident to be in the past.
Fair enough. But past or not, it doesn't change the desire I have to make sure that things function smoothly on planet when it comes to our defense forces.
So I want to make it clear that even though she said that, it's clear from her face that she doesn't believe it. She does still believe it.
Yeah.
Like,
that's fine.
You fucked up real bad.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Okay.
And she will say, Celeste will say, all I want is for things to run as efficiently as the system is meant to run when everybody follows or everyone stays in their lane. That said, I am prepared to be clear and put my cards on the table. I have no interest in subverting your authority or undermining it. And in fact, I'm committed to doing what I can to see that everybody else falls in line under your authority.
Does that include Major Lucille Bordeaux?
I've talked to Major Lucille Bordeaux, and she's inclined to swallow her pride and do what it takes to manage defenses efficiently on planet. Because if I remember correctly, the end of my conversation with Bordeaux was basically like, she was just like the pragmatist, where it's like, yeah, like I'll do what it takes to make things run. Like I don't really care like who sees themselves as the one in charge as long as people stay out of my way. So,
but her feud with Captain was personal,
right? But if I remember correctly, I was able to convince Bordeaux to set aside the personal feud.
Yeah.
So basically, what Celeste is basically trying to put forward to Keho is like, you win socially. This like social battle that I've gotten myself involved in. Like you win. You're the top dog. Just making things work.
Officer Reincolt, I don't win anything. The oaths, traditions, and laws of the service to which you have pledged yourself to are what has truly victored today.
But of course.
The chain of command.
Surely.
I will have an expanded series of guidelines sent to the Major. It sounded like you had guidelines in particular that you would like established for a more centralized and coordinated planetary effort. What are your thoughts? Now she's saying this, you could tell that her, like, what are your thoughts are like, oh, like, I'm asking you politely, but, you know, this is my fucking planet and I know how to run it. But I am curious. I'm asking politely.
Yeah, I think Celeste will just basically put forward the, like, plan and idea that the Duchess wanted. She's just gonna do... She realizes she fucked up last time, so she's just gonna play this one by the book.
So, I mean, all the Duchess asked of you was to make sure that these two people stop feuding. Because it was bad for the public, and it's also bad for the defense of the planet.
Well, can I make some kind of tactics roll to play out like a plan from Celeste's point of view?
Absolutely. Let's do I'll take intelligence or wisdom here.
I believe that it's 6 and 1/2 dozen. It is, in fact, 6 and 1/2 dozen.
So which one do you pick?
We're just at a +1.
Yeah, which one do you pick? All right.
Okay. That's important.
Oh, boy.
That's a 5. So apparently a not very intelligent plan.
She looks over your suggested changes, and by the end of having like reheated rations, like that's what was under the silver domes, was just like, it's a very fancy presentation for rations. She says, well, these are some excellent changes. I will run it by our strategic staff, and I'm sure operations will love to get their hands on this.
That's all I can ask for. I appreciate your candor and willingness to help me make sense of all of this.
I am at the service of the local nobility, specifically the Duchess of this planet. And you can convey my thanks for helping to resolve this issue that you've had.
Of course. Yeah. I think unless she has anything else to say, like
it's been, just to be clear, this has been a frosty ass conversation.
Oh yeah. So Celeste will just wait to be dismissed then.
Yeah, she definitely dismisses you casually. Like,
yeah. So then, like, as Celeste's walking out the door, she just fucking rolls her eyes and does one of these. The lady can't see her.
I feel like one of the guards nearby, like just a dude walking past, is just like. Then he sees whose office you came out of, and he goes, ooh.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to have it noted that I think if you ever spend any time in the Planetary Command Center, you will find that, like, the people at Strategic Operations have, like, taken your suggestions and put them in, like, a memo that they share around whenever they need to have a good laugh.
Fair. Good stuff. Well, at least I got 2 goals taken care of.
Yeah, I'll give you the second one to some extent, for sure. You definitely paid for it.
So I got
pride.
Poor Sam.
Anyone else got it? Anything they want to cover before we end today's episode? Yep, I see you waving your hand.
Yeah, I mean, I'll let Eric speak before, because I think you've been quiet for a while.
No, you're grand. Nothing can get done that I want to get done in the next, like, couple minutes.
5 minutes.
Yeah, fair. I mean, the main thing I wanted to do was see if I couldn't wrap up the protect the assets of the con, since I've been kind of,
there's no chance we can do that in the 5 minutes. No.
Oh, okay.
You right, listen. Well, then, you only know one of the people that's even there. You know what I mean? Like there's a whole crew of people who you need to meet with. That's its own storyline.
Fair. Okay.
That's
what I'd like to start doing.
I think I don't think we have time for that today. I think we should tally up this XP here. Celeste gonna get a big pile. I don't think you can say that your training advanced the Federated Sons or humanity or Whittington or House McDougall in any way. I think you could say it advances your own house if you feel better about having a college degree.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you're the only person that knows that you did the course. So you get 700 XP for that.
Nice.
To complete the Duchess's bidding, I think we could say that it definitely advances Whittington to have a stronger defense. And it definitely advances the Duchess, for sure. And unfortunately, it's basically known to everyone on the planet because you'd be fucking up left and right. So that is 800 XP. So you get 1,500 total this episode.
Okay.
Are you an expert?
I am a warrior, and I have 2,400 now total.
I think that you might be leveling, my friend.
Let's find out.
Because expert levels at like 1501 or some crazy 1510.
Right.
Yeah, warrior is 2005. You level.
2005, like
2005 XP is level one. Level
seems
2.
like a random number.
It is very unusual.
Okay. Cool. I will level up then. Good stuff.
Roll 2d8, and that will be your new hit points if it is higher than your current number.
I do have a plus. No, I have a plus 0 to con. Okay.
Let me get the d8 dice. Those are d6s.
Oh, whoops.
I mean, you can use those for.
No, I'd rather have the big dice.
You like the d8s? Here you go, right here.
That's 8
big.
and a 4 is
That's
12.
That's big.
What was I at before?
Can no longer die to a single gunshot.
I've got
Coward. Imagine leveling up.
Oh yeah, I was at 8. Go up to 12. And then do I get anything else?
You do. You'll get skill points.
Okay. How many?
I think you're the first person that's leveled up, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's crazy.
I'm literally still at 800. So
I'm only at 500.
Okay, so
I struggle completing goals.
What? Where's advancement in this
advancement
book?
is on page 65.
I need to pick smaller goals.
Yeah, I think that's my problem too. I was going to ask about that.
I mean, the big thing, though, the thing that brings in so much XP here is doing it on behalf of the Duchess, which is setting Celeste apart from, your dad. Like every step she takes towards becoming the Duchess's champion, she steps away from becoming the head of the house.
Right.
So are we going to go over my XP at some point tonight, or did I get none? I didn't advance the Greater House of McDougall.
Did you complete a goal? My goals for you are listed as...
Well, do I just get 200 XP for advancing the Greater House of McDougall?
No, you have to like fully complete a goal to get it.
Cool. So my goal today was getting the Black Knight. Effectively.
My goal... Oh, wait. I deleted one of your goals. You must have completed it.
Well, that was the put on the best party to impress Lachlan.
One of them is the lumber yards.
Anglin lumber. We both did the same thing. Yeah.
Wow.
Hold on. Give me a second.
Okay, guys.
Didn't we make moves on that? Didn't I kill a guy?
Yeah. So goal 1 was carry out a birthday party for your dad, which you completed. Number 2 was the lumber yards will answer to me.
Yeah.
So you didn't have a goal set, and we should have got a goal for you.
Yeah.
I mean, how about making my dad proud? Seems pretty like.
Yeah, I'll allow it. Hold on. Let's.
I mean, okay. How about the more objective goal is?
Don't over negotiate. I said okay. I'll allow it. Hold on. I want to help Sam finish leveling up. Though.
Yeah, sorry.
I get 2.
I'm literally like the baby bird.
So we're good.
You get 2 skill points because you're a warrior.
Yeah. That's it.
Do you know what you'd like to put it in?
And
because you can't go to skill level 2 until you reach level 3.
Right.
character level.
Wait, is that like ranks? You mean?
Oh, then I built this character wrong because I'm supposed to have a 2 in combat projectile, but clearly I'm not supposed to have that because I'm not high enough level.
Yes, you can. Well, just remember, skill level is not the same thing as the number of points you put into something, right? The first skill point you put into something is a 0. The second is a 1. What I'm saying is you can't take it to skill level 2, which is 3.
No, right. On my
yes,
sheet,
I know that's confusing.
On my sheet, it says skill level 2 for combat projectile, which means I must have fucked up in character creation.
I think you just mean that you have 2 points in it.
Yeah. Which means that you have a +1.
You have a +1 in it.
No, I'm telling you.
Then you did fuck up in character creation.
I fucked up in character creation.
Yes.
So I'll just leave that as a 1 and make combat primitive 1 too. So I'm good at fighting with swords.
Okay.
Nice.
So if you don't spend your XP now on something that you already know, and you want to spend it later, you have to pay a trainer's fee to have somebody teach you. So like if you don't learn it by leveling up, you can spend your skill points later, but you'll have to be educated by somebody to make that happen.
So if I like bank it, then it costs me more later.
Yeah, if you bank it, it costs you money.
All right. I think
nobles, we have money.
I think that I will up perception from 0 to 1.
That's a good skill.
With my 2 points. All right, so I'm leveled up. We're good.
All right, Eric. Making your dad proud. I definitely say that does not advance humanity, nor does it advance Whittington. Does it advance the goals of Greater House McDougall?
That is, their progeny are not messes.
Yeah,
fail sons.
I actually think it does. So you get 200. Just so you know, you can't farm this goal. You can't take it over and over again. So 200 to start with, 300 for Greater House McDougall, 200 because your own house advances as a result. You as a bear in your own personal house advances, and then it's only known to members of the nobility because no one else knows that event happened. So 500, 700, 900 XP total.
That's a pretty good haul.
That's a solid haul, yeah.
Yeah, 1,700.
Are you a expert or a warrior?
I'm a warrior.
Then you do not level yet, but you're close.
Yeah. Yep. See, my next goal should be piss off Lachlan McDougall. And then my goal after that is
back and forth and back.
It's get back in his graces.
No.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go ahead and say no repeating goals.
Okay.
Oh my god.
So I will need 2 new goals and 1 new goal from 2 of you.
Yeah, that's reasonable. Okay.
Eddie,
what are my goals currently? Yeah.
Your goals are protect the cons path to gain information from the cons and gotta catch them all business assets.
Oh, I thought I already did the business assets. That's where I got 500 XP.
That does sound right. So I will need a new goal from you in the immediate future as well.
Yeah, I mean,
you want to say that your goal is also to make your dad proud?
No, I think it's more of because like part of it isn't so much of like make my dad proud. It's more of like create a stronger bond with my family.
Okay.
Which I think in that fight, we kind of came together. If that's cool. Because I know it's after the fact, but I'm terrible at making small goals.
That's fine.
So
I'll let you take 900 for that as well.
That might level me up. No, because I need 1,500, right?
If you have 500, you'll have 1,400 instead of the 1,510 that you need.
Yeah.
You're just short.
That's a bummer.
Any closing thoughts? Just remember, I need goals from all of you, and from Sam, I need 2 for the next time. Closing thoughts, then we'll figure out when the next time we can play is.
Happy to be back in the cockpit. And what else can I say?
Yeah, no, this is, I mean, I love the spicy jokes we were making all game, so that was a lot of fun, y'all. Good to see y'all.
Good one.
Yeah.
Okay. I have are we good on the 15th?
I'm your
I am
Huckleberry.
almost certainly good on the 15th because I start work the 16th, so I pretty much have to be in my new place. But I will keep. I'm very likely not going to be able to do the 8th.
Well, that's fine because we play every other week now for Eddie. Yeah.
Right. So the 15th, unless I have trouble getting internet or something, I should be fine for the 15th.
Just a heads up, if it's not the 15th, we're not playing in October.
Correct. The next time after that would be the 5th of November.
All right. Well, I'll
remember
make the 15th work because, but I'll be moving. So as long as hold on, as long as the internet situation gets worked out, I will be good.
It'll be the 12th of November when we meet after that. All right. Well, we either meet on the 15th or we don't. It's a binary condition. It'll happen or it won't happen. Audience, thank you so much for joining us. I hope you enjoyed it. To the man out there known as Vlad the Impaler, I just want to let you know, I hope you found this playlist successfully. I know you were trying based on your YouTube comments. You either have, like all binary choices, you either have or have not found it and have made it to this point in the campaign. Congratulations. Patreon, thank you so much for supporting the show. You get this 1 week early.